Hey folks, look what I'm up to today. Brand new box of 308 Winchester, nothing too new there. True Velocity composite case ammo. This is not brass cased ammo. We're going to give it a try in my 308 Ruger precision rifle today. Target is out there at 100 yards. I'm going to shoot 5 rounds with this. Then I'm going to follow up with 5 more rounds of my hand loads using standard traditional Lapua brass and 168 grain bullets. 168 grain bullets in both cases. This is Nosler custom competition bullets, and I'm going to be shooting similar bullets, 168 grain Sierra tipped Match Kings. I'm really excited to see how this ammo functions. Okay, here we go.
Looks like it.
This is really interesting. One of the big selling points, or the points of using composite ammunition, is the fact that that burn chamber, the inside of the case, can be made very, very consistent. And the argument then is that you're going to have very, very consistent muzzle velocities. And I'm looking at these muzzle velocities here on the lab radar, and I don't remember the muzzle velocity I got on shot 1, but shot 2 and shot 3 were identical. I have gotten that before, once before, on some of my brass hand loads, but it's not too common. Let's see how we do on round number 4. .26-24, a little bit different. And one final round right here, round number 5. Looks like they're grouping pretty well downrange. Yeah, not a bad. I can see 3 of those shot very well. 26-21. 11 feet per second standard deviation. You know, I was hoping for single digits. A lot of my hand loads, routinely, of my hand loads, I get down to single digits. Not too long ago, if you watch our channel, we had a 5-shot group with 4.4 feet per second standard deviation. So I don't know how well it did downrange exactly. We'll measure that, but let's go ahead and put 5 more through it with my hand loads. This is Lapua brass. Extremely consistently put together Sierra tipped Match Kings. I'm stringing them vertically. I don't know what's going on. I'm actually pretty impressed with this true velocity ammo. There's not much I can complain about. It stacked up very well against my very carefully prepared hand loads. And in fact, this is about as close as identical as you could get. When I was measuring the extreme spread of these groups, I actually had to measure it a couple times because if I wasn't too careful, they were just about exactly the same. What I have gotten as a final result here is an MOA 5-shot group of 1.19 MOA for the true velocity 5-shot group, and for my hand loads 1.21 MOA. If we rounded it to just one decimal place, they're both 1.2 MOA. Really identical. Not sure why I got this horizontal stringing here. Normally I don't. But I did in this case. Nonetheless, for today's results, they are identical. And when I looked at the results of the muzzle velocities with the lab radar chronograph, they're identical there as well. Now, just a bit ago, I said that my hand loads can achieve a sub-MOA, 0.7 MOA group pretty regularly. Didn't quite do it today. So a person might say, well, you see, then this true velocity stuff really doesn't stack up. I'm not ready to say that. And the reason for that is I only shot one group, one 5-shot group from this true velocity ammo. And I suspect that if I shot a second group, maybe a third, if I shot the whole box, I might get, I wouldn't doubt that I would get a sub-MOA group out of it as well. So I'm going to call them on par as it stacks up right now. Now, one thing that is interesting and very different about this true velocity composite or polymer cased ammo is that it really is light. I mean, it really is much lighter. So I weighed these cases, and as you can see, they are effectively 100 grains lighter overall, and that difference is almost 100% attributable to the difference in the case weight. And that also got me thinking that, one of the things that we do in precision reloading is we will sort our cases not just by the head stamp, Lapua brass versus Norma and so on, but we'll also sub-sort that by case weight. So we end up having these very, very consistent cases. And that's, in fact, what I used for the reloads that I shot today. So I started thinking, how consistent are these cases, these polymer cases? So I weighed just the cases of the 5 that we shot today. And, I was thinking maybe since they are crafted polymer cases, they could be identical in case weight, but they're not. They vary very similarly to the brass cases. They vary by a tenth here and a tenth there, a couple tenths of a grain. Very, very common for good quality brass. So it's, again, on par with brass in that way. But the weight factor is something to really consider. Years ago when I was in the military, that's quite a few years ago, I was a 60 gunner, and I would carry a 100 round belt, and my assistant gunner would have another belt or two on hand with him. And if I'm carrying that 100 round belt, if it were true velocity composite or polymer ammo, that would actually save me 1.4, just a little bit over 1.4 pounds on that belt. So for a military application, when you start adding up lots of rounds, the much lighter composite case or polymer case can make a real difference. For a person shooting out at the range or hunting, where you might be carrying 5, 6, maybe 10 rounds, maybe 20 rounds with you, it really doesn't make too much difference. Being a reloader, I don't know if these cases are at all reloadable, or if a person needs to have some very specialized equipment to reload it. Now, I'm not going to throw away these cases. I'm going to hold on to them because some technology or some information might become available in the future that'll allow me to reload these cases. Might be kind of fun to try that, but as of right now, I'm just setting them aside and holding on to them. The one thing that I will say is a major drawback of the polymer case ammo at this point is the fact that it's really, really expensive. These rounds run me about $4 a round. $70, throw in the shipping, you're up to 80 some bucks for a box of ammo. So that certainly is a consideration, but in the future, as this, if it becomes more popular and we start seeing it more often, more commonly, I'm sure the price will go down. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It sure was fun giving this brand new stuff, very, very different ammo, giving this a try out at the range. Thanks for watching.